Hello Earthlings, today I'm going to show you on how to play Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC. This is a Nintendo Switch game, but you can now play this into your PC as long as you have the right files to be installed into your PC. So first of all, what you need is that you will need to have all of these 3 files here that I have highlighted in my desktop. And also, you will need to install an application called Yuzu Emulator. So what is Yuzu Emulator? Yuzu Emulator, for those who don't know, is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can run and play any Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of these files here installed into your Yuzu Emulator. Without these files, Yuzu Emulator is useless. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Yuzu Emulator. And to do this, just open a web browser and just type in Yuzu Emulator and hit search. The first result would be yuzuemu.org, and that is their official website. So be sure to click on that. Now go to the download button here. Now go to Android section. So if you have a powerful Android 11 mobile device, you can do that and play Switch games with it. There are 2 versions of Yuzu Emulator, the free version and the early access version. The early access version requires you to pay one time, so that will be that would help the developers by paying them. And also you will have 1 week or 2 early release of the updates. So if you can wait a week or 2, then Yuzu Emulator is enough. So if you have a Linux system, you can get the installer here. And if you're from Windows, just like me, you can get the installer from here. So just be sure to click on this download for Windows 64 version, and you'll be able to run Yuzu Emulator. So since I have already installed Yuzu Emulator to my PC, I'm just going to skip on this part because the download and installation process is really easy to do and is really straightforward. And that anyone can do this. But the official way where to get Yuzu Emulator is from this site, so be sure to only download Yuzu Emulator from yuzuemu.org. So I'm just going to minimize this now, and I'm going to assume that you have already installed the latest build of Yuzu Emulator. So be sure to boot it up, run it now. Since it's your first installation, you will be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files to be installed into your Yuzu Emulator. So what are those files? Those files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 16.0.3. so that it will be able to detect and play Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC. And also, your game should be either in XCI or NSP file format so that Yuzu Emulator will be able to detect and boot up that game. So if you're asking me where to get all these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console and you have modded that Switch and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can now access your Nintendo Switch system files. Once you have access on the system files, all you have to do is just copy and transfer all of the Nintendo Switch keys and all of the Nintendo Switch firmware files into your Switch to your PC. Now, in order for you to get a game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own a physical copy of the game, or a digital copy of the game wherein you have purchased them from the eShop. Once you have done that, you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI or NSP file format just like mine here. So, if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or install custom firmware, or you don't have a Switch at all but want to try out to play this game, then I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you everything you need to get all of these 3 files here. So in order for you to get all of these files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here on the screen, wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these files. So once you're in approoms.com, all you have to do is just hover down to the middle part of the website so that you'll get the NSP file of Detective Pikachu Returns or XCI file of Detective Pikachu Returns. And once you have a copy of that, just hover down below so that you'll get the keys and the firmware file of the Switch. So, be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you'll get all of these 3 files here. So I'm going to assume that you have already have a copy of all these files and that you have a copy of it into your PC. So it's time to install them into your Yuzu Emulator. To do this, just go to Yuzu, go to File, go to Open Yuzu folder, and then locate Keys folder, and locate the Keys 16.0.3 file in the desktop. All you have to do is just copy all of these files here, and then transfer them into your PC, into this folder. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation. So this will copy all the product keys and title keys of the Switch. Once done closing this, now it's time to install the firmware file of this Switch into your Yuzu Emulator. To do this, go back to File, Open Yuzu folder, and then go to NAND folder, N-A-N-D, locate that file, go to System folder, Contents folder, and then Register folder. And then all we have to do is just open the firmware file, and then select all of what's inside the firmware file, copy them, and paste them into this folder. This will copy all the firmware file of the Switch now into this folder. Again, this folder should be empty. And now it will copy all the firmware files from the Switch so that your Yuzu emulator will now function as a switch to your PC. So I'm just going to close in this. So your Yuzu emulator is now capable of detecting and booting up Nintendo Switch games. You'll know that it is full because it will show you all your Switch games and show you their game icons. So if there is a game that does not have an icon, that means that you're using an outdated firmware and outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we have put in the screen so that you'll only get the latest files in order for you to play Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC. So what's the next step now? The next step now is to optimize your Yuzu emulator so that you'll be able to play this game perfectly with no glitches, no graphical bugs, and crashes. To do that, just go to Emulation, go to Configure, and in this part, just pause the video and copy every setting that you see from here. Okay, so these are my settings for the General tab. Now go to System. And in this part, just be sure to copy my settings here. In the system section, this can be changed to whatever you like, but the core section should be left as it is. Now I'm going to go to CPU, settings auto, and in graphics, these are my settings for Vulkan. There are two APIs, Vulkan and OpenGL. There are games that runs well with Vulkan, and there are games that runs well with OpenGL. So be sure to copy that. And the resolution scale that I have for both is that it's in 2x resolution so that the game will look sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC cannot handle that, then 1x resolution is enough. And that is the base resolution of the Switch. But for me, 2x resolution is the best. Now I'm going to go to the advanced setting. Again, just pause the video and copy everything you see here. I'm going to go to audio. So these are my settings. They're simple, so be sure to copy that. I'm going to go to controls. I have connected my Nintendo Switch Pro controller and I have mapped them up the same as my Pro controller for the Switch. And also if you have an Xbox controller and a PlayStation controller, you can connect them here, map them up according to your liking. But both, what I mean is that you have to change both of left and right sticks dead zone into 20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthrough. So be sure to change that. And once done, hit OK. Now your Yuzu emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Nintendo Switch game such as Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC and all of the previously released Nintendo Switch games. Now, so a little bit of disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC because Nintendo is really strict in this kind of content and they don't really want it to be shown at the internet. So if I show you a gameplay that Detective Pikachu Returns runs perfectly with the Yuzu emulator to my PC, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. And I hope you guys do understand on that part because that is a major hassle for me. So as long as you follow all the steps that I have shown you in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to get and play Detective Pikachu Returns in your PC. You'll be able to optimize your gameplay with Yuzu emulator with it. So be sure to follow every step that I've shown you, okay? And also, if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.